All right, all things hormones, specifically the amazing, powerful, intense, yet most misunderstood stage in life, in my opinion, menopause and andropause. Yes, women and men going through this stage. 25 years of doing this. This particular experience I've had started with where it was just training experience through it and guiding people during this time from just a muscular standpoint and deliberate movement standpoint, aka training. But now we have to start at muscle and then go into all things that affect muscle, and the body uses hormones very, very eloquently, and it's the misunderstanding I'm seeing now around menopause and andropause, with andropause not even getting talked about, but the trending ways to go about trying to manage it, control it, the stories around that are attached to talking about it, it frustrates me because they're going to leave people with having to do more work in the end, during a time of life that technically should be possibly the greatest section of your life, being that we get adult wisdom tied together with a pliable childlike innocence and body to go through discovering our most authentic selves past these points where we were doing a lot of things because we thought we were supposed to. And that's again tied in with another false story around the concept of aging that just doesn't make any sense when you understand how the body works. So that's what I wanted to do this Zoom workshop for, this Zoom intensive workshop on hormones, understanding hormones, menopause, and andropause. It's Friday, June 27th, 2:30 p.m. Pacific. Planning on 3 to 4 hours, but as you know, don't have any idea where we're going to go and how long it's going to take, but you will have 7 days at least. Some people would need extra 7 days to review the replay, take copious notes, and then hopefully apply practically what we go over, covering all things from this stage and how training affects it. What is training? Going into nourishment, how this affects it, can create an effect through it, how it affects light, sleep. I'm something very powerful I want is if man and woman understood this stage. Now imagine as a couple, when you have yourself and a partner experiencing these perfect stages and these perfect responses to your life, that if there was understanding from both sides, imagine that. Imagine if she understood you when you were feeling this way. Imagine if he understood you while you were feeling this way. Then you can understand your roles. Covered a lot of that in the relationship Zoom, but going into that aspect as it relates to these stages of life. So very exciting part of life, in my opinion, if you understand it and then understand what your role is and then utilizing it. Because again, symptoms and injuries, symptoms of healing and injuries, because that's all symptoms are, always healing. They are a gateway for you to discover these superhuman, superpower. It's not even superhuman, they're just basic human. That's why anytime you hear of somebody that is able to, predict the future, or can do telepathy or levitate, or read minds, or savant in some way of expert level mastery around a specific topic or way of art, they either discovered it through themselves, which we all have it, or it was attached to a very intense symptom of healing. And that's not random. And when you understand where that's coming from, you understand that we can all access this, and then it helps you view it and see it for what it is, instead of for something that needs to be 1, feared, 2, avoided, 3, managed, 4, corrected, or 5, completely obliterated in any way, shape, or form. So email me for details on this. A lot of details. I'm excited about this, just because I keep seeing the trends and the stories and the solutions and the fixes and the drive-through management style approach to this, and it's kind of twisted out there, as you know, but specifically around this topic of hormones, menopause, andropause, as they relate to men and women and the roles of such, and then your responsibility with your body. So email me, info@TommyJohnIII.com. Friday, Zoom intensive on hormones, menopause, andropause, Friday, June 27th, 2:30 p.m. Pacific. If you can't make the live, don't worry about it. There will be a replay, as always, as I do these things. A replay for you for at least 7 days afterwards, so you can go over everything in detail. Again, I'm going to continue to do these workshops. They're potent when you apply them. Knowledge doesn't mean dick unless you take action on it. And so that's the thing. We can sit here and know all we want about knowing all we want about anything. It's understanding what you're knowing and then applying that understanding. And that creates the change you keep barking about. I keep saying, I keep trying to access, because I got to play by these same rules. So looking forward to everybody being there. Please reach out if you have questions or concerns or anything